What's going on, Flex Zone family? It's your boy God's favorite host, breaking NBA news here on the Flex Zone podcast channel. The Brooklyn Nets have announced who will be their team for the rest of the season. Jacque Vaughn is the new head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. I'm going to break it down for you how they'll determine what is the ceiling for this next team. This Flex Zone podcast. Right after this, we'll get into that engagement. Jacque Vaughn, coach of the Brooklyn Nets, going from interim to being announced as the coach for the rest of the season. Right after this, Flex Zone podcast YouTube channel. The soap opera drama known as These Are the Brooklyn Nets, much like the days of our lives, continues as the Brooklyn Nets have announced that Jacque Vaughn will be their coach the rest of this season. And it just came out a few minutes ago. I just wanted to hop on here with you guys, let you guys know my thoughts, get some content on the channel. Make sure you guys comment down below. Hit the like button, hit the bell, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Check out all the videos on the channel. And the Nets have officially named Jacque Vaughn as their new coach on Wednesday. He has been an assistant with the team. I didn't know this since 2016 and was named interim coach after Brooklyn fired Steve Nash on November 9th. And quoted as saying, Jacque's basketball acumen, competitiveness, and intimate knowledge of our team organization make him the clear-cut person to lead our group moving forward. This comes from General Manager Sean Marks, who might not be there after this season, in my opinion, as well. We all know the Kyrie Irving fiasco. He's currently serving a suspension, and they have outlined a list of demands for him to return for his anti-Semitic comments. Kevin Durant wanted to be traded. Then things seemed to be okay at the start of the season. Then it was clear that it was either Steve Nash or Kevin Durant. They chose Kevin Durant. Steve Nash, he's gone. Jacque Vaughn is the new head coach. Jacque Vaughn formerly coached with Orlando as well, and was a player as well, won a championship in 2007. But I think this is honestly a temporary move. How long is Jacque Vaughn going to be the coach? How long is he going to be able to potentially try to right this ship here in Brooklyn? Personally, I feel like the Ime Udoka writing on the wall is very, very true. I think, obviously, when it was announced that he would be the next coach, people probably told people in the Nets organization, whoa, slow down. You already got enough heat with the Steve Nash situation. Then the Kyrie Irving thing was kind of a snowball effect. Leave Ime, let him serve his 1-year suspension. Let that heat die down a little bit, because you bring in Ime Udoka, all the questions are going to be about what he did off the court, his infidelities, his personal life, which they shouldn't be getting into, but that would take more things. Then you got a mental head case in Ben Simmons, who seemed to can't get right. Got Kevin Durant, who, while he is a superstar, while he is great at what he does, Kevin Durant is not getting any younger. This team does not have a lot of draft capital. This team does not have a lot of future aspirations long-term past this season. I know Seth Curry is hurt. They got Joe Harris back. Like I said, they have KD, Kyrie. Yes, this team has a chance in the East to win, but are they better than Milwaukee? No. Are they better than even Boston, who swept them last year, in my opinion, right now? No. Are they even better than right now a team in Cleveland who seems to be on their way up with the likes of Donovan Mitchell? We know about some of the pieces they have and their young, talented farm system of guys they have that are developing very, very well in the land. Brooklyn at best is a 5 or 6 seed, honestly, right now. It's presently constructed in the East, and that's just me being generous. And that's if they reach their full potential. It's been 4 years. Obviously, KD didn't play the first year because he was hurt, but 4 years, and this team hasn't even been to a championship, not let alone win one. They have not even been to a championship. It's been 4 years. Clearly, what they're doing in Brooklyn is not working. Clearly, the experiment failed. James Harden wanted his way out. He got it. Steve Nash, they blamed him. He's gone. This team clearly is not a championship caliber team, in my opinion. Before the season, I thought, yeah, they could win a playoff series. Maybe their ceiling could be the Eastern Conference Finals, but could they beat Milwaukee 4 times? No. Could they beat Boston 4 times? No. And from the looks of it right now, you got teams like Cleveland who are going to be good. You have other teams in the East, I think, right now who are just on a hierarchy better than the Brooklyn Nets. And like I said, Kevin Durant isn't getting any younger. Kyrie isn't getting any more quieter with his stance as a social justice activist. Let's be honest, that's what he is now, more than a basketball player. You got guys like Seth Curry, you got Joe Harris, but they don't have any size. They don't have a big man that they can rely on and rebound and play defense and get them easy buckets. Ben Simmons, like I said, is a head case. You can't expect nothing from him. You just hope that he plays 40, 50 games this season. And who knows? He's been dealing with knee injuries as well. But Jacque Vaughn, I'm always happy to see a person of color, a minority, a person who may not always get the opportunity to get a head coaching position. Obviously, it happens more frequently in the NBA than in the NFL, with a lot of the NBA coaches being people of color, black, of other descents other than Caucasian. But Jacque Vaughn, I think the writing's on the wall. I mean, will he be the coach the rest of the season? Obviously, they announced it. But what does this mean for the offseason if Brooklyn goes out here and gets swept again, gets eliminated in the first round, goes out here and wins one playoff series? Do they keep Jacque Vaughn past this season? I personally thought Ime Udoka did a hell of a job with Boston. Mind you, I don't care about the off the field, off the court stuff. If Ime Udoka is available this offseason, which I think he will be, and I think he will be fired by the Boston Celtics, I'm giving Ime Udoka a shot. I'm bringing in Ime Udoka at the trade deadline, if I can, by the trade deadline. I'm trying to unload Kyrie Irving. I'm trying to unload potentially maybe even Kevin Durant. And I'm looking to wipe the slate clean. I'm looking to get draft capital. I'm looking to get multiple draft picks. I'm looking to get rid of some of these contracts, shed payroll, increase cap space. And I'm looking to add young talent, cheap talent, create draft capital, get more draft picks, and create cap room in an attractive market in Brooklyn, New York, in that area, with possibly a new GM. I don't think Sean Marks possibly even makes it past this season as well. I think he might be gone also, in my opinion. And I might ask him too after the season, honestly. And I may start fresh with Udoka and maybe another young up and coming GM. See who you may can take from one of these successful striving organizations, who's an assistant GM or guy of player personnel, or someone maybe like what Phoenix did with James Jones, how he was in the organization and he worked his way up. A young up and coming GM who knows how the game is played, knows the analytical aspect, knows how the game needs to be played, knows how to draft and develop young viable talent that is going to produce on the court and won't give you headaches off the court. Like they always say, if the headache is bigger than the production, you get rid of the headache. Kyrie Irving is a headache. We know KD's producing, but KD is not getting any younger. It may be no better time than now to try to trade KD, to try to get pieces back while you can, while he's still in his prime, while he's still one of the 5 to 10 best players in the NBA. While he is aging, he is still a superstar. And this may be no better time than this coming trade deadline. We know the Lakers have interest possibly in Kyrie reuniting him with LeBron James. We know we've heard rumors of, I don't know, Phoenix, of Toronto, of other teams possibly wanting to get Kevin Durant. Hell, you might as well go and ship him down across the Brooklyn Bridge to Manhattan to the Garden and let him play for the Knicks, damn it, at this rate. In my opinion, you got to start fresh. You got to wipe the slate clean. You do that, try to get some viable young talent, try to get some draft capital, see if you can get Ime Udoka. He's great with young talent. He's a player's coach, a leader of men, and I think you saw that with Boston last year. And hell, I don't think Boston brings him back, like I mentioned, but go ahead, get Ime Udoka, get you a new up and coming young GM, because I don't really think, yes, Sean Marks has made a lot of splash signings, trades, but it's resulted in no results. Been a lot of fool's gold, and that's what it's been with the Brooklyn Nets since they moved to Brooklyn. Let's not forget the Joe Johnson, the Kevin Garnett, the Paul Pierce, all of that stuff they did in Brooklyn. It was nothing. Darren Williams, we can go back. Brooklyn fans, comment down below. NBA fans, let me know your thoughts. But there is nothing there. I'm looking to trade Kyrie. I'm looking to revisit the KD trade. I'm looking to unload some of these assets. I'm starting young. I'm starting over. I'm getting young talent. I'm getting multiple draft picks. I'm trying to get maybe the Wembanyama sweepstakes this offseason. Who knows? But Brooklyn has played well since Steve Nash has been fired. And I think he is a solid coach. I think players are starting to respond. They got a new voice. They're playing better. And I think Brooklyn will make the playoffs. Like I said, do I think they're anything better than a 5 or 6 seed personally? No. Do they make it past the first round of the playoffs? Maybe right now. I'm going to say no, just because I don't really have faith in them in a 7-game series. They don't play defense well. They can't rebound and defend. They don't have size. Don't get easy buckets. If they're knocking down shots, they're really lackluster offensive. Let's be honest. It's really KD and Kyrie a bust. And I know Seth Curry and Joe Harris are shooters that could help with that. But let's be real. They need to get Kyrie up out of there. Need to get KD up out of there. Get Sean Marks. Maybe if Jacque Vaughn is their guy, okay, let Jacque Vaughn be the coach, but get a new GM. But I would love to see Ime Udoka after the season. Maybe have Jacque Vaughn be an assistant with Udoka, then bringing a new up-and-coming young GM. As I mentioned, get some draft capital for 2023 and beyond because you need it, Brooklyn. You need to get younger. You need to get better. You're not better than Milwaukee. You're not better than Boston. Not better than Cleveland right now, amongst others in the East. But those are my thoughts. This season, at least, for the Brooklyn Nets. Now let's see what happens after the season. If they get eliminated in the first round again, get swept, don't get to the East Conference Finals, as I mentioned, I thought they still was. I didn't think they were finals contender. I thought they were Eastern Conference Finals at best. But let's see if they'll be calling for his head to roll as well. As I mentioned, let's see if they make some moves according to the trade deadline, as the NBA season is about a month in, and we're just getting started with a long way to go, fellas. Folks, place on fans. Remember, gentlemen, ladies, everybody, only way to get people like season marathon, not a sprint. So talking around Christmas, talking around the All-Star break, and we can revisit this topic amongst others of the Lakers and other teams. Yeah, comment down below, let me know your thoughts more. Jacque Vaughn being the coach of the Nets. What do you think is next? Hit the like button, hit the bell, subscribe. Only place to get news sports when you need it. Link to the channel. Everything is on the Cash App. Follow us at the Flex on One. Of course, we're back in multiple times throughout the week. Live streams, podcasts, videos, and so much more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Remember, subscribe, like, hit that bell. Jacque Vaughn, coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace.